Hey Divine Collective, what's good? I am Remembrance the Oracle, and I'm back to do another reading for y'all. Let's go ahead and get into the vibes. So today I was getting the energy of thieves don't rob empty houses. Okay? Thieves don't rob empty houses. You've been a target because of what you hold. You're chosen. The light that you carry is too bright for them. Your discernment is on 10. You shift rooms. You change the atmosphere. The disruption that you're causing has NPCs shook. Demonic energy shook. All these motherfuckers, okay? Everything that they throw your way, you overcome. It seems like nothing can stick. Not the lies, not the witchcraft. The thing that they can't understand is how are you not afraid? Fear doesn't live inside of you. Now, this may have taken some used to, some getting used to for you. But now you've mastered this. It's like second nature for you. You most definitely stand out from the crowd, and they can't help but to come for you. How does it feel to be one of the greats? What can hold significance here? Tension, headaches, appetite changes, body aches. These are signs of Ascension symptoms. Synchronicities in numerical order like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mix match socks, colorful socks. Helicopters or airplanes, the smell of burning wood, deja vu, okay? Your soul is catching up with your physical reality. A passed over loved one, specifically a grandmother, an animal that protects you, your dog, your cat, etc., etc. People trying to coerce you into doing things for them that don't sit right in your spirit. People trying to get into arguments with you or doing things to get a reaction. People staring at you awkwardly or for long periods of time, Wi-Fi connection issues, and X-Men. Okay, so maybe you've seen X-Men lately. Maybe you like X-Men, whatever the case may be. Put it where it needs to go, okay? Spirit, what synchronicities do we have for Divine Collective? What synchronicities do we have for Divine Collective? So the first one I have coming out here is 444, protection. You are divinely fucking protected. Ain't shit hitting you. It's bouncing off of you. Get ready for the good things you've been hoping for. You were born for a higher calling and was. Put your energy into going towards your ambitions, and the universe will align itself to provide you with the right people, circumstances, and resources to make things happen. So it's like they are trying to prevent things from coming in for you. The right people. The things that you are meant to be doing on your path here, okay? But the thing that they don't understand here is that the divine created you for this very moment, for this very time. Why am I hearing what a time to be alive, okay? Drake and Future can hold significance. You were made exactly for the time it is that you're living in now. This wasn't by happenstance. It wasn't by coincidence. This shit was orchestrated this way. I have 0505, unexpected shift coming out here, okay? So I feel like for some of you guys as well, this has a lot to do with what I was talking about when I said fear doesn't reside here. Some of you guys, either you have mastered this for quite a while now, or this is just happening for you. So all of these energies that are around you that have been attempting to come in and stop you or destroy you, kill, steal, destroy is the sort of vibes I feel like I'm getting here. They're caught by surprise, okay? It says this number serves as a gentle nudge to pursue whatever interests you most. It's possible that something could rock your boat, but you'll end up exactly where you belong, which could be in somebody's arms, your dream job, or abroad, okay? Abroad is what's sticking out to me here. It feels like to me, you could go, like I said, you can go in any room, you can go in any atmosphere. It's almost like you're a chameleon. You can fit in where you need to fit in. But I feel like there's also something about you that stands out. Okay? I feel like these people have been trying to rock your boat. And it's funny because it's making me think about the Six of Swords, right? The card that has the boat on it. And you're supposed to be going to calmer waters. They want to, okay, Aaliyah, rock the boat. Rock the boat. Aaliyah can hold significance here. But they do. They want to cause a shift, a disruption. Turbulent energy. Okay? What else here, Spirit? Somebody's name could be Morgan. First name, last name. I have 111, intuition. And your intuition is telling you this. At this point, you can detect when these energies are around you. It's so funny to me because it feels like to me they're trying to predict your every move or what it is that you're going to do next. But you can see straight through these people. Time to implement long cherished ideas. You're on the right track towards making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. So that's the second time Spirit has said that. So in other words, nothing is going to stop you. Nothing is going to get in the way of what your mission and your purpose is here on this planet, okay? Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. Okay, I apologize, okay? Renee down there cutting the grass, child, okay? Let's see, what's at the bottom of the deck here? I have 2002, the void. 2002, the void. You have more control over your life than you realize. Learn and execute what interests you. Turn things around. It gets better with time. So see, you have turned things around here. You know who you are now. That's why things have gotten better for you over time. It says, there are plenty of friends to make, so chill out, have fun, and open up. Go outside. So you know what this feels like to me, too? Going back to the energy of being afraid or they wanting you to be afraid. You're living your fucking life. It's like they want to stop you in your tracks. Maybe hoping that you isolate yourself or you stay in the house or you, even if you are a homebody. Even if you do have a small circle. Or some of y'all say, Marisa, I ain't got no friends. Whatever the case may be here, it's still you are living your life. Okay? And clearly they don't want you to. You don't exist in a void here. There could be something here about technology. Okay, we have 10-11, take action. 21-12, it's up to you. 2-2-2, alignment coming out here. So you're in alignment. Okay, you realize that everything that you're going through, you have to continue to take action. Of course, honor yourself, your feelings, and your emotions when certain things come across your table, if you will. But it kind of feels like to me, just as much as they study you, you have studied them. Okay? We have good luck coming out here, starting over, perseverance, commitment, the gut feeling. So you're committed to your gut feelings here. It doesn't take too long for you to figure something out or too long for you to act at this moment in time because you know all of this is about your self-preservation. Why am I hearing, can I get another go round? I don't know who some of these energies are around you, these entities, but this starting over energy is almost giving me that vibe. Like, can I get another go round and let me go in? It's like, tap me in, coach. I want to go in and try. These people are fucking ridiculous. You have great blessings coming in here for you, persistence, light up, and you looking good with the eye candy coming out here, okay? So it's like you're still going. You're still glowing. This light about you is not dimmed. It's not going out, okay? There could be something about flickering lights as well, too, that I feel like I'm getting on what can hold significance here, okay? So let's go ahead and put our synchronicities up and see where Spirit wants us to go. Looking like a rainstorm is getting ready to come. The sun was just out not too long ago. It's been pretty beautiful all day, if I do say so myself. Now I'm hearing rain, rain, go away, come back another day. It's like they're trying to keep up with you or some shit. You find a way to push these energies away. They might even call themselves trying to switch up or do something different or take longer with trying to come at you or something. Something I feel like I'm getting. I don't know. It feels funny. Let's see. Let's use these. What's at the bottom here? So I have the nectar coming out here. Life is sweet. That's what something feels like to me. Life is sweet, but they want to make it sour. What is that? Sour Patch? First they're sweet, then they're sour. Okay. What else? Let's split the deck here. I have the river coming out here. The river. So yeah, it's like they can't stop your flow. Let's take these out. So life is sweet. You're enjoying yourself. These energies here, they can't stop the flow as bad as they want to. And it's funny to me because there's a horse on this card. The river card, but you see how it's upside down. And aren't we in the year of the horse? Yeah, we most definitely are. So they do. They want to stop you. They want to slow you down here. Not happening. There could be something about honey. What else is going on here, Spirit? I have the vessel coming out here. The vessel. And it's so funny to me that it came out in the reverse here. I feel like a lot of this also has to do with the Ascension symptoms that I was talking about that you could be feeling. Okay? It's so funny to me because While some of these energies will take this as they're winning, or oh, they're getting to you, or oh, they're in whatever way that they find themselves trying to monitor you, they got the game all fucked up. They think that they know something, but they actually don't. Yeah, look at this. I have the kiss coming out here. When I think of a kiss, it makes me think of like locking lips, right? So you still locked in. You're still locked in with your mission here, your purpose, okay? There could be something here about a moon, the moon. We did just have a full moon in Scorpio, okay? So I don't know if there was something that you did, maybe a certain ritual that you did to release certain energies here, okay? But Scorpio is an energy of depth, right? A sign of depth. So it feels like to me, whatever felt like maybe that it was accumulating for you, you were able to release that and bring a level of positivity in. Okay, I just saw lightning coming out here. Lightning. It's like you got your spark back. What else here, Spirit? I have the comet coming out here. And you smiling? Oh. Woo! I think they don't know what to do with you. Yeah, you're a queen coming out here. A divine feminine energy. Confirmation. The thunder is going off. Plus, God doesn't play about you is what something feels like to me. Why am I hearing, let's wrap it up, let's wrap it up. When people come for you, they get shut down. Sometimes instantaneously. It's like immediate. And you know what else? Sometimes when these people think that they've gotten away with something, you know, God has a funny way of moving. Just when you thought that something was going to be successful, just when you thought that you got away with it, you didn't get away with shit. It feels like to me you're going to be the one who's sitting here having the last laugh. What else here, Spirit? I have agape coming out here. Unconditional love coming out. You know what this feels like to me? This feels like to me this is you. Considering the things that you've been through and what these people try to throw in your direction, it's almost like, how could you still be like this? How could you still be a person of peace, of love, of kindness? They're trying to turn your heart black, if you will. Dark. There could be something here about candles. Okay? Yeah, look at this. I have the orphan coming out here. It's almost as if they don't want you to know who you belong to. You know you belong to the divine. And as far as I'm concerned, if you feel like you're one here who has a mission, a purpose, then you know who you work for. We not switching teams. It's like whoever these people or these energies are, it's almost like they've wanted you to take their hand. Okay? It's funny to me, there's a number 5 here. Roman numeral 5 on this orphan card. And we know 5 is all about conflict, challenges, chaos. There was definitely an energy of a mask here being worn by someone. This energy as if this person would always love you or show up for you, or as if they were so sweet with the nectar in this same vertical row. Like maybe you guys were going to go somewhere, get somewhere with the river, but they were going to end up switching up on you anyway. What else here, Spirit? I have the threshold coming out here. And then I also have the unseen. The healer is here too, but I'm just going to take these out. So the threshold and the unseen, both coming out in the reverse. They can't get to you. I told you. Confirmation. If the threshold were in the upright, that means you would be about to burst. Crash out. But you don't do that. Because you see straight through them. The unseen in the fucking reverse. You see them. Maybe at some point in time you didn't. At some point in time you had to learn these lessons. But now that you got it and you sitting over here on your throne, queen, life is sweet. Some of these energies are trying to figure out how they can catch up to the timeline it is that you're on now. But they can't. Even with the vessel coming out here in the reverse. Because they're just not like you. I'm not hearing about 15 minutes of fame. It's like you're not even giving them no attention. They're not getting 15 minutes of fame fucking with you is what it feels like to me. They don't matter. They're very small, very minute. It's the sort of vibes that I feel like I'm getting. And even that's being nice. Hello. What else here, Spirit? I have the underworld coming out here. And it came out on the fence. It came out sideways here. Okay? So the underworld is kind of giving me two things here. One is we all have to visit the underworld. Right? That's what the energy of transformation is. That's what rebirth is. We wouldn't know what rebirth is without death, right? Without having to release ourselves, relieve ourselves. So yeah, I do feel like that's more confirmation of, even here too with the candles and this horizontal roles. For some of you guys doing something on the full moon. Okay? But I feel like this is where these people get stuck. This is where they're stuck. Their vessels, their souls, their spirits, they're stuck here. And some of them, they took the bait. Thinking that these people or these other entities or energies would be able to give them divinity. But that's not the case. I also feel like with this queen energy coming out, it's making me think about the grandmother energy that I was channeling. Somebody is definitely smiling when it comes to you. They're proud of you. It definitely gives me the vibe of you're the generational curse breaker. It's this sort of energy that I feel like I'm getting here. What else here, Spirit? Whoa. What is this? I have the riddle coming out here. And also the tear. What fell on the floor? I have the desert coming out here. So it feels like to me you're hydrated. Okay. When I think about the desert, it does. It makes me, in the reverse, it makes me think about water. Water. There could be something here about water. Maybe your water intake has gone up most recently. It does make me think about somebody who's buried as well, too. Right? The person on the card is sinking or their hand is. So there is. Yeah, there's something about a grandmother. Now, this doesn't have to be. This could even be a mother. Or maybe another feminine energy. Who had a presence in your life. Whoever this person is, they could have been like a comedian too, or a jokester, or some sort of vibes like that. But it's almost like this energy, they want to let you know that they're here. They see you. With this, the riddle and the tear coming out here in the reverse, there's something here that you're not giving your power to anymore. And this is what they can't figure out. Right? When you talk about a riddle, you're trying to figure something out. You're trying to put your finger on it. There could even be something here about touch. Touch. People wanting to touch you or some shit. Trying to get into your bubble. You're very cognizant of what's happening around you. Very observant is what something feels like to me. They want to know, how can we get in? How can we get into this person's vessel? How can we attack them? How can we make something change? They're sick of you. Prepare to be sick of me. Okay. Prepare to be sick of me. Let me put that down. That might be a part of my title. Well, it is what it is, honey. some point in time, some of you guys too maybe could have suffered from sadness, depression. They want to know, how do you do what you do? How do you overcome? What is this clapping at me? You pray. I got the prayer coming out here. Prayer is powerful. The power of the tongue is powerful. What's at the bottom here? I have the fault line. The fault line. You're very self-aware. You are in tune with your shadow. You know your temptations. You know your past. There could even be something about that. Them try to coerce you based on your past. Maybe addictions that you've overcome. Like I said, depression. This could be something that the enemy is trying to use here. But it's like you've already accepted these things. Try again. What else here, Spirit? What's this flying across the room? Look at this. I have the shadow coming out here. And it's in the reverse. So this feels like to me you've done your shadow work. You haven't avoided it, you've done it. Now, of course, there's always going to be shadow work to be done, right? You're never 100% healed. New levels, new devil sort of vibes. But it feels like to me, whatever it is that you have going on right now, especially considering that the comic is here and the nectar is here with the river, you're in the season where shit is just supposed to be flowing. Flowing, growing. It feels like to me you're supposed to be celebrating where it is that you are. Right now is not a season of shadow work for you. Feels like to me you've just graduated. You've just passed the test. This is why they're shaking in their boots. It's the sort of vibes that I feel like I'm getting here. Yeah, look at this. I have the lover here at the bottom of the deck. You have learned how to love yourself. You've learned universal love also. That's another reason why they're over here stumped. Well, how can you still move from unconditional love? Everything that you've gone through, everything that we've tried to throw your way, and you still want to be like a good person? Can't be. It's like it's unbelievable. They're shocked. It's the sort of vibes that I feel like I'm getting here. Bottom of the deck here is the animal. Confirmation. You guys do. Somebody in here, you have an animal. Again, take what resonates and leave the rest. But I was picking up on that. That acts as your protector. It almost feels like to me you've had this energy or this animal around you in many lifetimes. More often than not is what something feels like to me. They definitely help to look out for negative entities or energies. What else here? I have the self coming out here also. Okay? So you are a light being here. See all these different colors? There could be something about getting your aura, like a picture of your aura taken. Maybe you could notice over time, if you've done this multiple occasions, how it has shifted and changed over time. But look at those rays coming from this person. I told you, it's like people can't help it. I almost want to say you're breathtaking. You're breathtaking. You're beautiful. Maybe that's why I was getting that energy of people looking at you awkwardly, staring at you for long periods of time. It's almost like, damn, is it a booger hanging out my nose? What? I got something on my shirt? Is my fly unzipped? Like, I feel like sometimes y'all be like, what's happening? But then you recall, like, yeah, I get it now. Those are the vibes here. I also have the maiden. The maiden, and it's coming out here in the reverse. Why do I feel like somebody is going to try to... There might be an energy here that's coming towards you in regards to a romantic connection to try to throw you off. Okay? Be mindful of that. This person, they could be trying to come in and trauma bond with you is the sort of vibes that I feel like I'm getting here. I feel like this person definitely isn't right. It almost feels like to me, whoever this person is, they think that they're going to go unnoticed with the unseen card coming out here in the reverse, but in fact, they're not. You see the darkness that's cast over this person with the shadow coming out here. I even feel like, too, with the vessel coming out, you feel things. What does Spirit say? 0440, the gut feeling. But even with that, yeah, 0606, commitment. Somebody is coming to you with a void. And they're going to try to commit to you to stop you from continuing to light up the path for yourself and for others here towards the great blessings. I don't fucking think so, biatch. And then one more for the plot here. Yeah, look at this. I have the healer coming out in the reverse. So it feels like to me, this is who you are. This is the path that you're on, but this is what this individual is trying to do. Stop you from healing the masses here. Stop you from continuing to heal yourself. Sorry, not happening. These people are funny, Divine Collective. They really are. I don't think so. What else here, Spirit? Bottom of the deck here is gossip. So there's a lot of little chitter chatter here amongst these demonic energies, honey, when it comes to you. Yeah, they're talking about how it is that you're expanding. Expansion. How are they expanding? How are they still moving, grooving? Why am I hearing a train? Choo, choo, chugga, chugga, chugga. Choo, choo, chugga, chugga, chugga. Like, it's like, listen, it don't matter what form of transportation you got to take to get there. You gonna make it. Boat. Maybe that's why I was getting a helicopter, airplane. Okay. Picking up on the boat energy earlier. Okay. Train. It really doesn't matter. Wagon. You're gonna get there. Maybe the speed at which you're doing something now is impressive, I'm hearing. Because even off of the strength of me picking up on airplane and helicopter, those are two forms of transportation that get you there faster, right? Than a car would or than a boat would. So it is. It's something about the fact that you have started to move faster. Your timeline has sped up. Spirit, what is the river and the nectar? The river and the nectar. Life is good. Life is great. The river and the nectar. What's this? I have faith coming out here. Yeah. You got faith the size of a mustard seed here. Maybe even larger than that. Especially considering that we have prayer coming out here already. There could be something about mustard. Why am I hearing about cold cuts? I don't know. Somebody you had a sandwich most recently. Maybe some trips. Okay, a little ginger ale on the side. Okay, listen. Save me a ginger ale, honey. Okay? Listen. Okay? But the amount of faith it is that you have in yourself, the trust it is that you have in the divine, it's unmatched. It literally is. It's unmatched. And people can see it all over you. I feel like that's a part of your light here. They know that you love the divine, that you love God here, the lover to faith here in this diagonal row. It's like these energies, these entities, these NPCs, these demonic forces, they can't compete where they don't compare, honey. They just can't. Yeah, look at this. The bottom of the deck here is peace. They can't compete where they don't compare because you can tell the difference in the energy. It's like you're not sticking around past the expiration date anymore. If you're even entertaining any of these people at this point anyway. I'm telling you, you can't. You see straight through them. There could be something about olives or maybe a martini or some sort of vibes like that. For some of you guys, there could have been something about alcohol in your past that maybe you have overcome here. Why do I feel like whoever this person is getting ready to approach you? It's raining hard as hell. Why do I feel like whoever this person is getting ready to approach you? It almost feels like to me, like, why am I hearing 101? Almost as if this is like a class or something. Like, but the funny thing to me about it is they need to catch up. Because I'm telling you, you've already passed this lesson, this test. They are so behind. It's like they're scrambling. Why am I seeing somebody scrambling? Even with that, the riddle, Scrabble. There could be something about Scrabble or word games, puzzles, or some sort of shit like that. But it's like they're scrambling to try to figure you out or figure something out. You know? Why am I hearing Cat Williams? Well, I forget what comedy special it was, but he was like, what did he say? He was talking about calling at nighttime. He was like, damn, what was it? Damn, it was like if that doesn't work, call me back and we can figure it out. When he was talking about calling white people in the middle of the night or something with the wrong number, and he's like, sorry, no Shaquita here, some sort of shit. Oh man. So Cat Williams' whole significance: the vessel in the reverse and the kiss. The vessel in the reverse and the kiss. Oh man, like we can figure it out together. They're trying to figure this shit out. The vessel in the reverse and the kiss. What is this? I have fortified coming out here. So your vessel is fortified here, okay? Because you stayed in agreement here, or you stayed locked in. There could be something about echinacea, okay? You stay locked in. There could be something here too, even with the number 444 protection over here, a way in which you are protected. This could actually even too be your home, the four corners of your home. I'm hearing sigils. There could be something about sigils. Hell, they could be trying to work sigils or draw sigils here, rather. There could even be things here that you have on your person, physically. My phone just buzzed. What else here, Spirit? I have expansion coming out here. I told you, and it came out on the fence. This is what we already spoke about here. There could be something about hemp, THC, CBD. There could be something here about acronyms or some sort of vibes or something. Why am I hearing the kiss of death? The kiss of death. I'm telling you, there's something about a lover coming in here, man. And this person is going to try to stop your fucking expansion. But you about to break straight through this shit. Spirit, what is the comic and the queen? The comic and the queen. Please. Why am I getting like amateur? Like you're a master. These motherfuckers are amateurs. Like that's what something feels like to me. I have forbidden coming over here. Yeah, so you're forbidden. It's forbidden for them to come over and fuck with the queen. Yeah, not fucking happening. Sir, ma'am, them, they. It's not happening. Even here too, considering that the apple is here, it's making me think about Genesis, right? Biting the apple and all type of shit like that. Da, 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 da. This could even too have something to do with the divine feminine, since we have the queen coming out here. I do feel like because the divine feminine is on the rise, honey, the divine feminine is here, okay? There could be something underlying there as well too. Almost as if trying to laugh in our faces. But the joke is on these motherfuckers. The throne will not be given back to distorted fucking energy. They're being conquered. I'm not hearing about okra. There could be something here about okra. What else, Spirit? Purpose coming out here. Yep, you are in purpose. Patchouli. I love me some patchouli, honey. Okay? You're in purpose, divine feminine. I told you, you know who you are. You have remembered who you are. It don't get no better than this. That's why I feel like you're enjoying the fruits, right? The nectar, the apple here of your labor, of what it is that you have done. Fortifying yourself, getting your vessel right, getting your energy right, making sure that you're staying in prayer on a daily basis. Like, no. Spirit, what is agape and the orphan? Agape and the orphan. I have romance coming out here. I told you somebody was going to try to come in and romance you. And it feels like to me the only reason why they're doing this is because they know that you're a being of love. You're a being of love. You love love. Feels like to me you like being helpful to people. And it feels like to me there's also still this desire to have love. But what we're going to do is we're going to send you an orphan, though. We're going to make you think that this person is righteous. We're going to try to make you think that this person is divine, like you, but they're not. They're nothing like you. They don't belong. You're not taking this person's hand to go anywhere. What else here, Spirit? Look at this. I have memories coming out here. Memories? I told you, trauma bond. That's what this person is going to come in on. Why am I hearing, I don't want to suffer? At some point in time, thinking about what was done to you and allowing that to affect you had you suffering. You're no longer residing in that energy. The only reason why you are looking back, if at all, is to see how far it is that you've come. For some of you guys, I have been getting that. I got that in a reading, what was that, like maybe 2 readings ago, about same spirit, different body. There could be something here about roses, rosemary. Somebody's name could be Rose. I don't know if somebody's seen Titanic most recently or some sort of shit. But even with that, right? A ship that sunk. They're trying to sink your ship here. Again, the boat, the rocking of the boat. No. Spirit, what is the threshold in the reverse and the unseen in the reverse? The threshold in the reverse and the unseen in the reverse. What's this? I have death coming out here in the reverse. You can't be taken out, baby. You just can't. It's so funny to me. The spirit of death, didn't I mention that earlier? Trying to take you out. You can't be taken out. Especially not literally. For some of y'all, this could be an attempt that these people have tried to plan against you. You see the distractions. You see the coercion. You see all of this shit. Hell, the only sort of death that you had is an ego death. And even that, when you logically think about it, we still can't even get rid of that completely. Because the two still have to coexist. It's not even so much of the killing of the ego, but what I said down here, self-awareness. What else here, Spirit? What's this? I have soothe coming out here, soothe. There could be something about aloe vera, an aloe vera plant here. Or maybe something that you use like in your skincare too, or like your hair, or some sort of vibes. Maybe somebody you washed your hair most recently. Okay? But it is. Remember I was talking about crashing out? You don't crash out. You just find a way to rub your pressure points. There could be something here about massages. Why am I seeing that thing that's been being promoted on TikTok? What is that thing? And it's like the people are sitting on it, and it spreads your hips, you know, and they start crying and stuff, and then they're stretching their back and stuff like that. I don't know if any of you guys have that little mechanism thing. I don't know what it's called. And I'm seeing that one girl in my mind's eye too. She does like the facial massages and stuff. Like she'll put on her gloves and stuff, and then she's rubbing here, and she's like in her mouth and all type of stuff. So maybe you guys can do some of that. I'm also seeing somebody doing the tapping. Maybe some of you guys do tapping here. So it's almost like you have found what works for you to keep you in check, to keep you, you know. Spirit, what is the underworld sideways and the desert in the reverse? The underworld sideways and the desert in the reverse. Look at this. I have bitterness coming out here. And it came out sideways as well on the fence. There were things here that you could have potentially used to be bitter about. Maybe the way that something did happen in a romantic relationship. For some of you guys, even going back to this energy here of a grandparent, particularly maybe a grandmother, maybe your grandparents raised you. Maybe there was a level of bitterness that you had towards your parents, towards your upbringing. It could be anything, to be honest. Anything that was trying to dim the self, the light that you hold. But now you've come to terms with whatever that is. You're not allowing it to get in your way anymore. Seeing people for who they are. Seeing parents as people. They was going through their own shit too. Does that excuse maybe some of the things that they've done to you? No. But shit, you can't do nothing about it but heal from it and keep pushing forward. And take accountability for your own journey. So I feel like that's what you've been doing. No matter what the bitterness could be. You've taken accountability for your journey. So it's like these energies, they still want you to be bitter. Why am I hearing about two? Now this is very specific. Okay, this is not going to resonate for everybody, but I almost wanted to say like they still want you to continue harming yourself. And right, in a way, these emotions can harm us, right? But it was giving me the vibe of maybe some of you guys, you've had, I don't know, can I say that on YouTube? Suicide attempts, or, you know, energy of like, I don't want to be here. And I know like, people like, we say that before. Like, I've even said that shit before. Like, I do not want to fucking be here, man. You know? But I feel like to a certain degree, there has been something that's going on here where maybe you tried to do something. But clearly it wasn't your time. Something stopped you or saved you. This could in fact be your grandmother here. Whether this was your grandmother here or whoever this person is to you, in the physical or in the spirit. Okay? What else here in spirit? I had luck coming out here. It's almost as if that was your lucky day, but y'all know I don't do luck over here. I do blessings. So you are. There could be something about ladybugs too. I don't know. I'm getting a vision of a child. You could have been the kid who could like play with certain bugs or something. Or you didn't mind like if they crawled on you or like on your hand and you just kind of play with them. Or some sort of vibes that I feel like I'm getting here. Spirit, what is the riddle and the tear in the reverse? The riddle and the tear in the reverse. Whoa, did y'all see that shit? I have sweetness coming out here in the reverse. Okay. So they're trying to figure out how, well, obviously you're still sweet, right? Agape, unconditional love. But see, I feel like this is the answer, right? Or the answer that they're thinking, rather. We're going to send in somebody that they think is like them, that's sweet, just like them. The tear makes me think about emotions, right? Maybe there could have been a form of emotional neglect that you've gone through during most of your life. There's something going on with the emotions. Trying to send a romantic relationship in. Somebody here who will love you or not neglect your emotions, basically, in so many words that I feel like I'm getting. What else here, Spirit? I have power coming out here. Power. Ginger can hold significance here. It's funny to me because you see like the gingerbread house and the two people here, the two gingerbread cookies. Confirmation. That is so crazy. Wasn't I talking about ginger ale? See the ginger ale right here? So confirmation on that. Somebody you've had ginger ale most recently? I know I love ginger ale. This person is trying to come in and make a power play, a power move here to shift your energy, but it's not going to happen. It's funny to me, there's a little snowman down here. Why is that making me think about Jeezy? There could be something about Jeezy. But a snowman, right, is made in the winter. The winter, it's cold. It's frozen. Whoever this person is, they're a cold-hearted, cold-blooded individual. Is what something feels like to me here. Yeah. And at the bottom of the deck here, we have intuition. Your intuition is going to tell you this. Okay? Spirit, what is the prayer in the fault line? This person is not coming in from love. They're coming in wanting to extract power from you. It's like they want to cut off your power. The prayer in the fault line, I have banishment coming out here. Every time you pray, honey, whoo, the demons get shook. They get scared. The bots get scared, bitch. They do. I feel like you pray for the eyes to see, the ears to hear. You also pray to relieve yourself of your prior conditions or things that you were going through. It's definitely giving the energy of bossing up. Yeah, it's like you reignited yourself. But reignite here, something about cinnamon gives me the vibe of, again, remembering oneself. You remember yourself. You realize that you play a role, a bigger role. I told you was on fire. That's why your timeline is speeding up here. It's not even the fault line at this point anymore. It's the timeline. These motherfuckers, they're taking turns blaming each other as to why they haven't gotten you. Captured you. Spirit, what is the shadow in the reverse and the lover? The shadow in the reverse and the lover. I have prediction. This is just more confirmation of what I've been saying about whoever this person is coming out here. There could be something here. Seaweed is at the top. The latter part of the word is what's sticking out to me. Okay? Somebody's trying to reignite a temptation. So that's what I was saying. For some of you guys, there could be things here, again, you don't partake in anymore. You don't do anymore. This could be the tree. This could be drinking. This could be even, too, whether you still do it, but it's not excessively. The bitterness here. Maybe the energy of wishing you weren't here anymore or something. When I say master healer, it's giving master teacher. It's giving, when you become an ancestor, you'll be a great one to have. Those are the vibes that I feel like I'm getting here. Your bloodline would love to have you as an ancestor. Because it's going to really show that you've done the work. The level of assistance that you can provide will be stellar. There could be something here about you being a seer too. I feel like more of your spiritual gifts are online. But maybe that's why I was getting the X-Men reference for what can hold significance too. And you know what? You're not shy about it either. Or you don't feel the need to hide who you are. Maybe at some point these gifts scared you a little bit. Or it was like, I'm like awkward, or maybe I'm different than others, or how are they going to see me, or some sort of vibes for some of you or something. But it's like at this point, it is what it is. You embrace it. Because considering the fact that these people are trying to rob you or take from you, it's because you got something. And then that's another thing too. It's like, well, why be afraid of y'all? For what? You need something from me. You the one who's afraid. You got to come in with disguises, with lies, with witchcraft, with groups of motherfucking people, cults, covens, all types of shit. Like, the fuck I'm afraid of you for, bitch? You're afraid of me. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, look at this. I have impassive coming out here. Impassive. So you don't give these motherfuckers a reaction. You don't. You just let them pass on by. That's what something feels like to me. You don't care. What's at the bottom here, Spirit? I have caution coming out here. Caution. So I feel like your spirit team is just giving you a warning here that somebody, whoever this romantic individual is, they're trying to come in and fuck with you. Yep, I told you they don't have no soul. Dispirited. No soul, no spirit. They not on shit. They're fucking demonic as hell. Yep, intuition coming back out here again. Your intuition is telling you this. And then one more for the plot. We have aphrodisiac coming out here. Okay? There could be something here about sex too. This person might try to get you in bed rather quickly, or there might be this energy of sex magic to try to make you dispirited or some sort of vibes here. Shit, you're not even gonna let this person touch you. It's what something feels like to me. Like, don't even come near me. I don't even want you touching me. Those are the fucking vibes. Let's see here. What tarot do I want to do, y'all? I'm kind of looking at this gold foil one up here. Or should I do... Let's do the aliens. You can see this deck here. You got your good eye on. Okay? What's at the bottom here? I have the 9 of Wands coming out here. Okay? A wounded warrior. And then I have the King of Cups coming out here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So you're a wounded warrior here. Again, unconditional love, the lover here. Listen, you've been through it. Why am I hearing Monica? I'm still standing. Monica and Ludacris can hold significance. You're still fucking standing. Maybe Atlanta can hold significance. Georgia. Spirit, what is the river, the nectar, faith, and peace? The river, the nectar, faith, and peace. I have the 3 of Cups coming out here. I told you this was a time to celebrate. I told you just passed the test, baby. Come on now. This also feels like to me like I was just talking about too, like some sort of cult, coven, group, numerous energies, NPCs, people trying to come in your direction with the river to bite off of your nectar here. Not fucking happening. Yeah, I have the Hierophant coming out here. Not happening. Taurus, Libra, Sag. Why? Because again, you've learned. You've passed the test here. Come on, man. Confirmation. I just said that shit. On top of the fact that God's got you. I told you this is the team that you own. You're not about to orphan yourself. You're not about to be orphaned. Shit, for some of y'all who could in fact actually be orphans or adopted or some sort of shit like that. Maybe at some point in time wondering, you know, why this happened to you or who is you that God is. God is your mama. God is your daddy. It's like you're at peace with that now too, if that's in fact a part of your story. What is this? I have the Four of Swords coming out here, and it came out on the fence here. Okay? So while you're at peace, this group, maybe a warlock here, or some sort of priest, or some sort of vibes like that, they're not. I told you they over here crying and shit, head hurting, trying to figure this riddle out. About to crash out. They can't hide. Nor are you hiding from them. It's like, I'm not going to acknowledge you. I see your ass, but I'm not acknowledging you for what? Yeah, look at this. I have the Knight of Cups coming out here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You moving right past them. Not even with any sort of urgency. Because if you run, you afraid. You walking right past these motherfuckers. Almost like Jason. Jason always catch up. And he just be walking at a regular pace. Okay, I told you they afraid of you. Somebody saying could be Jason. Okay. Spirit, what is the vessel in the reverse? The kiss, fortify and expansion sideways. The vessel in the reverse, the kiss, fortify and expansion sideways. I have the Five of Cups coming out here. You're going to regret it. You're going to regret it. You're going to regret it. These motherfuckers is going to regret fucking with you. I feel like they already do. But I told you that they can't help themselves. I have the Three of Pentacles coming out here. Yeah, they can't help themselves. It's like they stay trying to go back to the drawing board to figure out, well, what in fact can we do? How can we take this abundance, these great blessings? 5 and 3 is 8. Away from divine collective here. Yeah, but you bust through the door every time. Ace of Wands coming out here. A lot of this, too, is trying to keep you in some sort of emotions here. Again, going back to, like I said over here, that energy possibly of depression or feeling paranoid or whatever it is they want to call it. Look how the sun came back out. I love that for us. And even with that, right? It was just dark as hell a minute ago, raining like a motherfucker. And now the sun has come back out. Even if there are periods that you go through certain things, the fact that you're able to revive yourself, renew yourself, again, rebirth yourself, it's like, damn. Yeah, look at this. I have the Six of Wands coming out here. The level of success. Oh, man. You're a winner. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner. You are a winner. Could be something here about chicken. Maybe you had that most recently. Or these motherfuckers are sacrificing chickens and shit. Put the blade down and let the bird go right now. Okay? Rush hour 2. They rushing to try to use this fucking warfare against you. And you come out swinging every fucking time. Uppercutting on their ass, man. So they're not stopping the expansion. Nor are they stopping the recognition that's coming with it. Is what something feels like to me as well. Spirit, what is the comic, the queen, forbidden and purpose? It's like people see you. It's like they're meant to see you. Because they're meant to come along with you. You're meant to bring these people along with you. By sharing your healing, your story. Maybe what it is that you practice, what it is that you do. The comic, the queen, forbidden and purpose. They're not allowed. Access denied, honey. You can't come near me. You wish, bitch. Yeah, look at this. They're having a difficult time getting in with the Ten of Wands. Keep trying. You ain't gonna do nothing but get tired. Why am I seeing somebody falling? Like their legs feel like noodles or something. They sweating and shit. Hands are shaking. What is this? I have the Queen of Cups coming out here. Come on, man. The Queen to the Queen of Cups. Come on now. You chilling. You're emotionally balanced. You're emotionally fulfilled. Again, the Queen of Cups to the Lover in the same vertical row. You're in love with yourself. That's the first relationship you're supposed to be focused on anyway. Yeah, I have the moon coming out here at the bottom. Cancer energy. You're nurturing your own self, your own emotions. And maybe for some of you guys, that's also a part of your purpose here as well too. And not even helping, not managing other people's emotions, but helping them to manage their own. How to use your feelings for your intuition, your discernment. You seeing others thrive puts a smile on your face. And I feel like you're relatable too, which is why the comic is coming out. People enjoy you. People want to be around you. After all, you are the light. You help people to build new constructs, new systems for themselves. Not the one that we were told we had to abide by in this fucked up ass world. What else here? Look at this. I have the devil coming out here. Capricorn energy. I'm getting two things with the devil. One thing is, these energies, obviously they're fucking obsessed with you. The other thing is, we know that there's a romantic energy coming in. The devil represents sex, which is something that I felt like over here on the back end. So that's confirmation. They're not going undetected because you can see them, the moon to the devil. But I feel like on the flip side, too, we are composed of light and dark. And whatever it is that you have to do to protect yourself, if push comes to shove, that you will do. I'm a firm believer that when our dark side comes out, it's because we have to protect ourselves. So it is what it is. But I know one thing, if they're going to see you, they're going to have to see God about it too. Your purpose is to take down these demonic energies. And that you will do. You're not complaining about it. It doesn't bother you anymore. All they doing is further activating you. Spirit, what is agape, the orphan, romance, and memories? Agape, the orphan, romance, and memories. What's this? I have the Two of Cups coming out here. You can't make this shit up. Who the fuck is this loser? There could be something about a rainbow. Maybe somebody you've seen one most recently. Okay? Yeah, look at this. I have the Knight of Swords coming out here in the reverse. This person's a liar. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This person's not going to get very far with you at all. At all. Yeah, bottom of the deck here. Magician, Gemini, Virgo. While they think that they're a magician, you're the ultimate magician. There could be something here about a drink in particular, or what this person is trying to plant in your head based on what it is that they're saying. See, this is the type of energy here who tries to bring up memories. I'm telling you, that's what demonic energies do. They try to take you back to a time when, or back to it. No. Two, confirmation. I heard a little two. These motherfuckers need exorcisms. That's what the fuck they need. Yeah, look at this. You're going towards the new. The new. And the funny thing to me is they feel like they have something that they can offer you, but they can't. There's nothing that these motherfuckers can offer you at all. Thank you. I have the Two of Swords coming out here. There's nothing that they can fucking offer you. Because you know it ain't right. It don't even sound right. And ultimately, you're the one who has to invite them in. Why am I seeing somebody getting stitches? Like a closing of a wound here. So you've closed wounds. Especially when it comes to your love life. Spirit, what is the threshold in the reverse, the unseen in the reverse, death in the reverse, and soon? Even too, aloe vera is used to help you heal. Even from a burn, let it burn, let it burn. Usher can hold significance. I have the Hanged Man coming out here. Pisces energy. For some of you guys, you even changed your perspective on death here. You're still hanging in there. You're hanging in there. You don't move easily. And when you do decide to do it, it's because you know you chose to do it. But for the right reason, I'm hearing, for the right reason. Yeah, I have the Queen of Swords coming out here. I heard a toot outside. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, for the right reason. You don't move unless God tells you to move. It's like that's the only energy that you're taking orders from. Is from the divine here. Your higher self. Simbas. The licking of the paws is about to take me out. All I hear is... It don't matter what time it is. Now, 2 a.m. My fellow dog owners, y'all understand. I'm also seeing this dagger as a weapon. Trying to get close enough to attack you. Yeah, look at that. I have the sun coming out here. Yeah, that's the truth. The truth. A yes card, Leo. But again, you see him. The sun illuminates things. This shit is hilarious to me. What's at the bottom here? I have Judgment, and then I have the King of Daggers. That's so funny to me. There could be an option of two people here. Because we have the King of Cups here with the Queen of Cups. And then we have the Queen of Daggers here with the King of Swords. But it's so funny to me, this King of Cups and the Queen of Cups is what it is that you're actually looking for or seeking. The King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, they're both here in this fucked up pile. So obviously it could be signs, but don't worry so much about the signs. I feel like it has more so to do with the energy of, I don't know, it's making me think about that word weapon again. Trying to hurt you, harm you. So your sense of judgment here is what is going to save you, if you will, or put you on the right path here. If there is a level of choice, it's going towards the King of Cups. Because this is who this person is trying to portray or impersonate. Because the Queen of Cups is over here with the Queen, right? Purpose here. So, yeah. Spirit, what is the underworld sideways, the desert in the reverse, bitterness sideways, and luck? The underworld sideways, desert in the reverse, bitterness sideways, and luck. So yeah, look at this. I have death coming out here. There's definitely a passed over loved one here. Scorpio. And then I have the Page of Pentacles coming out here. Yeah, that's how I felt. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You were like a child to this person. Whoever this person is has passed over. Even here too, with the fault line coming out. Why am I hearing that? It's not your fault. It's not your fault, baby. Maybe you had a lot of nights here crying with this person or to this person. Whoever this ancestor is, they help you to find your strength. That's what something feels like to me. I have the 10 of Swords coming out here. And then look at this card. You see on the other cards, they look like people, right? But this one looks almost like a skeleton. Whoever this ancestor is, they know all of what it is that you've gone through, what you've been through. Even for some of the things that you wish that they were here for, they still help to guide you through them. Yeah. I have the 7 of Pentacles here at the bottom. You see the little car here? So you're still making your way. They're like building blocks or something that I feel like I'm getting here. All of these tests that you have passed have been building blocks for you. It's like you're not new to this anymore. You're not new to this. You're true to this. Is what I'm hearing. I have the Page of Wands coming out here. Yeah, because you keep making moves. Whoever this ancestor is, I know that they love you a lot. That's what something feels like to me. I just heard I'm always going to be here for you. And they're always going to be here for you. No matter what form it is that they're in. Spirit, what is the riddle? The tear in the reverse. Sweetness in the reverse and power. The riddle, the tear in the reverse, sweetness in the reverse, and power. So I have the 3 of Wands coming out here. Yeah, they're coming in your direction here. And it's so funny because you see the girl, right? Of course, on the 3 of Wands, the back is turned to the person who's looking at the card, right? So this person they're going to end up switching up on you, turning their back on you. The 4 of Wands coming out here. Yeah, when they realize that you don't want to come into agreement with them, or you're not allowing them into your house, right? Thieves don't rob empty houses. When they realize that you're not going to give them access to your power here, this shit is funny. Look at this. I have the 7 of Wands coming out here, and it came out in the reverse. Yeah, the tear in the reverse, so the 7 of Wands here in the reverse. There's no emotions for this person. You don't care about them or anything it is that they have to say. Why am I hearing womp, 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 womp? You could give a rat's ass. Yeah, I have the 5 of Pentacles coming out here in the reverse. You're not losing shit. Nor are you losing sleep. Yeah, look at this. I have the Tower coming out here, Scorpio energy. You about to fuck somebody up. You about to fuck some shit up. Why am I hearing this is unbelievable? You still coming out winning. 9 of Pentacles. You coming out winning, honey. I told you. And it's like you don't mind standing alone until this King of Cups comes in. This shit is funny. Spirit, what is the prayer, the fault line, banishment, and reignite? The prayer, the fault line, banishment, and reignite. So I have the Hermit coming out here, and then I also have the Ace of Swords coming out. Virgo energy. Ooh, poo. So you pray for wisdom. The Hermit on the traditional card has the lantern, right? And it's almost as if he's looking to the past. So I told you, your past doesn't bother you anymore because you come to terms with it. You know your truth. And even too, considering that the Ace of Daggers is here, you've shared this with other people. Like I said, maybe a part of this energy of you being a healer. I have the King of Pentacles here at the bottom. Taurus, Virgo, Cap. It's like you're all about your health now. Mental, physical, spiritual. I told you you've been activated. That's where I'm getting that X-Men energy from. It's like a badge of honor. Maybe at first, what is it? What is that quote, y'all? Heavy wears the crown or something. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. It used to feel like a lot. But it's so funny to me, even when you think about the energy of destiny swapping. Because it's like, bitch, you wouldn't even be able to handle it. You can't wear this crown. It's going to be too heavy for you. Because this was not the path that was designed for you. Okay? So, like, hang it the fuck up. Those are the vibes here. I had the 5 of Wands coming out here, and it came out sideways. So, like I said earlier, you don't have to move. If God instructs you to, right? Okay. But other than that, get all in a tizzy for what? Give you a reaction for what? There are times when righteous rage will do, but you don't have to do it. Thank you. Bottom of the deck, I heard temperance, Sag energy. For the most part, you coasting. You chilling. These people just, ew, they're losers. Spirit, what is the shadow in the reverse? The lover, prediction and impassive. The shadow in the reverse, the lover, prediction and impassive. This lover can go on and shove it up their ass. Is what it feels like to me. I have the 8 of Pentacles. This spell work or witchcraft, whatever work it is that they're attempting to do. They're trying to predict you. What is this? I have the Empress. They're trying to predict the Empress here. I have the Queen of Wands coming out here. Yeah. The Queen of Wands to the Hierophant here in this diagonal row. Taurus, Libra, Aries, Leo, Sag. Whoever this person is, they're trying to predict you. Trying to predict what the Empress is going to do. There could be something here about fertility. Why am I getting, this could be very specific for some of you guys, but like an ancestor could have passed away and a child was born or something. Even this child could be one of the signs that I mentioned. Or that's what's meant to happen. So yeah, you definitely got to make sure your discernment is on 10 with the judgment here to make sure that you pick the right king here. Interesting. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, I have the 8 of Cups coming out here. You're going to know who to walk away from and who to stay connected to. This came out on the fence. Bottom of the deck here, yep. The 9 of Cups. You're going to know exactly who to pick or who to choose here. Yep, 6 of Pentacles coming out here. Knight of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. 2 of Wands, and then the 10 of Cups coming out here. So yeah, you're going to know who to choose or who to exchange your life energy with, your life force with here. That's funny to me that a child ended up coming out. Because whoever this person is, they want you to abandon your plans to create family with them. But that's not what's going to happen here. Wow, that is so crazy how that ended up finishing for us. Let's see who's resonating. Spirit, who's resonating with this read, honey? Who's resonating with this read? That was an interesting ending. I have Virgo coming out here. I also have Aries coming out here. Who else, Spirit? I have Aquarius. Hey, Aquarius. Who else? I have Leo. Leo. I have Taurus coming out. I also have Cancer coming out here. We have Earth and Fire going head to head. Who else? I got another Cancer coming out bag to bag. I got Scorpio, Scorp. And then we have Gemini. Gemini is our honorable mention. So we have Virgo, Aries, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus. Heavy on the Cancer. Scorpio, honorable mention here is Gemini. Of course, this can be your sign, the sign of a passed over loved one, or the energy of whoever this fake ass lover is trying to come in and throw you off track. Or the sign of whoever this person is that you're meant to come into union with and potentially have a whole kid with. Okay? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, Mercury, Neptune, Saturn, and Mars. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for being here with me. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hype up the video for your girl if you feel called, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.